What's up, YouTube? Fraud with day one purchase here again. Picked up my Project Scorpio edition yesterday. Had a great time unboxing it. Opened it up, hooked it up to the TV. Downloaded, 360 games, Xboxone games, popped Forza 7 in. Did all the great things I was supposed to do with the console. But I noticed something about the console. I noticed that it would turn off as I was playing the games, and or when I cut the console on, it would give me the 4K Xbox Scorpio chip screen. It's like a little video that shows the 4K chip. So I'm thinking like, okay, this is maybe the way this console starts up. But it would do that, and then it would turn right off. I would turn it back on, and it would stay on. But during gameplay, 30 minutes of gameplay, the console would just turn off. And so I was thinking maybe it's a power outage in my house, where I live, I'm thinking like, okay, no, I live in a nice neighborhood. The state is known for power outages. I live in Florida, so the state is known for power outages. But no. I had this happen to me between the time I got it yesterday at launch and brought it home until today. So I said, something's not right. It's not overheating. Felt the top of it. It's in a well-ventilated place. It's in the same room as my PS4 Pro, which I've had since launch and have had no problems with it. But that's Sony. So Microsoft. So I called Microsoft, and Microsoft, as soon as they pick up the phone, after I'm on hold for a while and they get all my information, they said, we're aware that the Project Scorpio edition is having problems. You're aware of this? You're aware of this. So right then and then, like, my heart just dropped, because as anybody doesn't know, when I was a 360 guy, I went through 10 360s. 10. Red Rings of Death. I had a friend that worked at a game store, and we almost got into a physical fight because he didn't want me to return my system because he said, you're returning your system too much. I said, it's not my fault. He said, look, I can't keep returning these. They're starting to ask questions. I understood, but it almost ruined a friendship over something as simple as Red Ring of Death. That's why I left Microsoft in the past and jumped over to Sony's PS3, which was like the first time I was a diehard PlayStation guy, because I just gamed where games were, but I became primarily a PlayStation guy because of Red Ring of Death. I just looked at it like they have the same games as Xbox, they just don't have the same exclusives. Okay, if I can play whatever I want to play here, I'll just miss out on some Xbox exclusives. I'll miss out on a couple of Halos, a couple of Gears, a couple of Forzas, a couple of Fables, and then when they get the system right, I'll go back and buy it, which I eventually did. I eventually went back and bought a 360e model. But now, I have an Xbox One Project Scorpio edition. Call Microsoft, sit on the phone, on the waiting there. They get me on the phone. The lady tells me, oh, you know what? We're aware of the situation. Okay, got it. We can give you another one. It's still under warranty. Got it, no problem. Oh, but there's a catch. The catch is, it's not going to be a Project Scorpio. It's going to be a regular one. Is it a problem? No, but yes. No, because I'm still getting the Xbox One X. Yes, because I wanted the daggone Scorpio edition. So if I don't want the Scorpio edition, then I don't have to send it in to them. So I called GameStop because the lady on the phone says, I suggest you bring it back to your retailer. You have a 30-day warranty in store. That's how all stores work. Called GameStop. The girl on GameStop, she kind of told me to call Microsoft. okay, I get it, GameStop. I know you don't manufacture these. I know you don't really want to deal with the problem. But I explained to her and said, hey, look, I got a 30-day, warranty with the store. She said, oh, yeah, that's right. So now I can bring it back to GameStop, but the issue there again lies, GameStop has Xbox One X, but GameStop doesn't have Project Scorpio editions. I think that any company that makes an edition of something, Project Scorpio edition, whatever edition, and you have something faulty with it, I think that the company should, and everything, make sure that they give the customer what they purchased. Because now I have a Project Scorpio edition, I can return and get another Xbox One X, but it won't be a Scorpio edition. Microsoft, this video is to you. This is why I stopped messing with you. This is exactly why. You, as a person who loves video games, you kind of spit in my face with the Xbox 360. The original Xbox, amazing. An amazing console. It was a Dreamcast of its time. It just didn't die. It just, it was amazing. Amazing platform. Xbox 360, I would say, to me, in a lot of ways, it was a better console than the PlayStation in a lot of ways. But the flip side is your failure rate was horrible. It wasn't a reliable console. It was better to me as far as the multiplats looked better. The multiplats to me played better. They didn't have as many issues, but your console wasn't reliable. So it didn't matter if it looked better or played better when I had a console that wasn't going to work most of the time. So you made me go to your competitor to buy and play all my multiplats over there. This was a console I was like, well, I have a PS4 Pro and I have an Xbox One X now. I'll probably buy a lot of my multiplats, on here that I want to play. Like the Assassin's Creed series, I kind of started on Xbox, so I'll continue to play on here. That's what I thought. But now that I have a console that's faulty, and yes, I can get another Xbox One X, do I really want to go ahead and just do that, or I just want to go get my $500 back? Ridiculous. This is the second day it's been out. And it's only this model that's having a problem, but you shouldn't have any problems. And I understand every company has consoles that come out. I guarantee PlayStation Pros were having problems, but the fact that I called you, and the fact that when I go on the freaking social media, you know how social media is, and I don't know how much to believe, but I go on social media and it's all over the news, on news articles. Xbox One Scorpio edition having failure problems. It's a problem. It's a problem. So now I'm in a rock between, I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I'm like, do I just go ahead, suck it up, screw it, get my Xbox One X and regular edition and be happy with it, wait till a store gets another Project Scorpio edition, which I'm not going to be guaranteed to get one, or send it back to Microsoft and stop whining like a baby? I have options, but I think as a consumer, when you get something, it's kind of like you would expect to have what you paid for working. You really do. And so this is a little disappointing. I'm going to wait until the end of the week. I'm going to see what's going on with my Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition. I'm going to keep trying to play it. If it continues to give me problems, and by the end of the week, I'm going to either make a decision to get my money back, or since I've invested so heavily in your ecosystem of games, just go on ahead and get me another Xbox One X and say screw the Scorpio edition. I won't be one of those guys who has a Scorpio edition. But now that I know this problem lies here with this edition, it kind of just disappoints me. It's like, why am I going to invest any more into your console when I've invested pretty much into Sony's ecosystem? My PS3 never broke. I had a fat PS3 when it first came out, And I took that one and I traded it in for the Slim. Never had a problem. Put a terabyte hard drive. Never had a problem with it. Never. But now I have to make a decision. I do have a regular Xbox One. The very original day one. Never had a problem with it other than, you know, it just being slow as crap. But I really wanted to, you know, invest in something that I thought was going to be, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. Anybody have an answer, hit me up in the comments. Like, subscribe. This is Frog with Day One Purchase, and I'm out.